Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is the Pirates of Darkwater for Super Nintendo. There is a Sega Genesis / Mega Drive game, but it is different from this one. This one is more of a Final Fight style beat 'em up, while the Genesis / Mega Drive game is a action platformer. And if you leave the title screen on long enough, you actually get to learn about the three people we would be playing as. This is Ren. This is the guy who suddenly finds out that his father is King Primus and that his destiny is to collect all of the treasures of Rule before the evil pirate Bloth can. You also get to see little biographies of Eoz and Ren, who are also the main I almost want to say antagonist or prantagonist here. Once again, I cannot speak to save my life. You also get to see little biographies of Eoz and Ren, the other two main protagonists of the series and the game, who you can also play as. But I'm definitely going to be playing as Ren. Did I say I already mentioned Ren? Tula, that's the other protagonist. I can't do anything today. Wow. So, you can't see the controls. I might as well just go ahead and explain them as we start the game. You can choose between normal and hard. I'm going to switch to normal. Players hit. This allows players to hit each other if switched to on in two-player mode. And we're going to leave stereo on because this is obviously beyond 1994. But you can choose between a one-player and two-player game. We're going to do the one-player game. So we have our three heroes. We have Tula, who has low strength and high agility, which means she's very fast. Not very strong. You have Eoz, who is the strongest of the three, but also the slowest. And you have Ren, who is the happy medium between the two. I'm going to go ahead and use Ren here for this Let's Play. And we start off in the Dragon's Maw. Here we need to find the compass before we can collect the treasures of Rule, of which there are 7 in all. In the series, there were 13. Sadly, the series ended before all of them could be collected because, well, it was too well animated and it took so long to complete the series that Hanna-Barbera just decided, you know what, just end it already. We're ending this before it has a proper end, which it probably would have had a proper end. Somebody remake this series, will ya? And end it properly this time. And make it good, too. So, we're going to start Dragon's Maw whenever we're ready. And after that nice little Mode 7 zoom in, we get told we're in Dragon's Maw with text that reminds me of Batman Returns. And Niddler drops us off. Control pad moves you around. Start pauses, obviously. Y lets you do weak hits, X lets you do strong hits, A lets you do a special move that uses energy if it connects, and B lets you jump. And L and R let you block. So you get a little more complex controls. Not Streets of Rage too complex, but it's there. And of course you can walk into enemies and grab them. And you can hit them a couple times with Y, but you can throw with X. So you can actually do any sort of combo you want. Sadly, you cannot vault over enemies like you could in Streets of Rage. And we have plenty of enemies. They're all pretty easy to deal with. They will hit you if given the chance. Don't let them. Enemies will also pop up. There's this guy, the tattoo man, the guy wearing the... Well, the guys wearing the vest and the pants, it looks like. They're really tattoos on their backs. But these guys with a little horseshoe hair pattern on the back of their heads, they can block your attacks. They can't block being grabbed, though. Also, it really looks like there's a lot going on because of all the enemies popping up. But, well, they do pop up. And you... if you're fast enough, you can actually take that Minga Melon, restore a whole bunch of your health before Niddler shows up and eats it. And you don't have a lot of time. But I did grab it during the practice run, and Interestingly, if you grab it for Niddler does, Niddler, that's actually how his name is spelled, by the way. Might as well get that cleared up before somebody starts thinking I'm saying racial slurs. He doesn't give up any special reaction. Also, who is throwing those boulders from the left side of the screen? Also, you can dash by double tapping left or right. I should mention that. And you can combo into strong hits too while hitting a couple of weak hits. Usually, Ren does a kick at the end of a combo string of weak hits, but you can just do the sword slash at any time. And yes, that is a half-broken sword. That's the sword that he is given, and at one point, he is basically tasked with restoring the sword. I don't know if he does in the series because I've never watched the series. I don't think he does. But in the Genesis / Mega Drive game, he does, and you actually get the full sword. Also, that bag just gave us points. Yeah, destroying statues and other things can give you items that can be kind of random. Things to look out for are foods that can restore your health, but also dolls of the current character you're playing as, which will give you an extra life when collected. Speaking of lives, you can get those on points. So, just keep playing well and you should be able to get a bunch of lives as you play through this game. So, after a little bit of exploration through the level, we ended up in a cave. And we're now traversing through the cave. Want to make sure you jump over bottomless pits. They don't kill you outright, but they do take some of your health back and you get returned back to solid ground. I still don't recommend falling into them anyway. And believe it or not, you can actually destroy this thing. I do want to destroy this thing because I want to get that Minga Melon, and two, if I don't destroy this thing, it's going to take a lot of health off of my health bar if I don't. And I'm going to just go ahead and smack enemies into this pit and throw you in there, kick you in there. And I like how you do a little celebration every time you get past a stopover of enemies. Like, you'll always do that. Of course, this may get a little annoying for some, and there's a new enemy there, the tall pirate. Kind of reminds me of the tall man from, or the tall clown from Batman Returns. They will get some hits in if given the chance, just like every other enemy in this game. And since you're blocking, I'm just going to toss you in. Don't worry about that bridge giving you trouble. It won't be knocked down or crumble under your weight or anything. And I do want to destroy this rock again. Ah, I forgot I can do jump kicks. Might as well go ahead and get a few in. There we go. Ow. Well, at least that rock gave us a Minga Melon. I'll take it. And that is a Ren doll, which gives us a 1-up. You can also find a Tula doll and a Eoz doll. Those also give you 1-ups. You just only get those if you're playing as Tula or Eoz, respectively. So there's not really much to say about these enemies. I know that the sickle men are kind of fast. I know the tattooed men can block your shots. The big pirates have a lot of health. The dragon riders are also pretty fast too. Yeah, the lady pirates will also have the potential to block your shots, I believe. And fighting enemies can be tough, but if you're lower than them, you can easily get, like, some good hits in. And here is the first boss battle of the game. It's against Bloth, the main antagonist of this entire series and this game. Grab him if you can. Throw other enemies into him if you can. You don't want to be too far away from him because he can do a charging attack that is pretty hard to avoid. If you can somehow get a combo in him, so much the better. He does have the potential to smack you around, though. So just approach him diagonally. Don't be too far away from him, otherwise he does that. Nice for him to do it twice, so I don't really have to say, oh, hey, I may have to show that again. And I nearly died. And yeah, I was waiting for him to go away so the fat guy could die too. Yeah, killing the boss kills off all on-screen enemies as well. And after some bonus points based on our health and time, we get the compass. So now we know where to go to other places where we can find the treasures of rule, such as the Atani Palace, which we will go to next. But that will have to wait until the next video. Join me next time where we go to Atani Palace and look for the first treasure of rule. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!